Alright, it's November 3rd, 2023. Been a bit since I posted the last video. I just wanted to keep up to date on these videos about my life. Okay, what's happened since then? I think, my wife wasn't in the US. No, I don't recall, but she wasn't in the US yet. She's here. She's been here for a bit. Marriage is interesting. Yeah, it's really hard sometimes. Miscommunications, those suck. Yeah. Um, I was at REI. I quit REI. That is a story. The last project I had was terrible, but maybe I'll get back to that. So REI, I quit REI. I was gonna do like couch flipping. I couldn't work anymore. It was a terrible work environment. Terrible work environment. Quit. I was gonna do anything else, and I did do anything else. I was gonna do couch flipping, or I was gonna make tables from reclaimed hardwood from pallets. Couch flipping, it's not working out. It hasn't worked out. I made like $500 in 1 month, but that was just getting like free sofas or paying $50 for a couple of them. I don't know if I was doing it right or whatever. Some dudes I see on YouTube in the past are pulling in six figures or definitely making 40, 50 a year on average. Not my experience, but they could be doing several things different area, different quality couches, different marketing. Yeah, but it just wasn't working out for me. So I stopped putting an effort into that. Making tables, I wasn't really taking that seriously. Wasn't really putting in work into that. I was just putting into work into trying to flip couches, and that didn't work out, so I was getting discouraged and just trying to figure anything else out. So I became a waiter at Frisch's. There's my Frisch's pen. It's backwards, I think. But I was like, hey, some waiters make six figures a year, like at upscale fancy restaurants that are expensive, like six figures waiters. So I was like, okay, I can do this and save up enough money to like buy crappy houses, refurbish them, live in one, rent houses, do this. I was like seeing this as like a 3-4 year thing where I could just like create like a chain of houses that I rent out, and I was only thinking a few years in the future. And I think the waiter thing would work out, but I need experience to get one of those fine dining jobs. So I just started at Frisch's, the only place that would get back to me that'd work on with my schedule, because I don't work on Saturday, Sabbath, Friday after evening. And so yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get my start here, then I'll transfer somewhere else. On average, I think I'm averaging like $10 an hour working at Frisch's. That's accounting for like the $2.13 I'm making an hour plus tips. That's all averaged together. Some nights, I think one night I made 16, but most nights it's 9, 10, or 11. So I'm just gonna say $10 or $11 per hour. So yeah, and I work like 37 hours a week at Frisch's. So waiter in there isn't working out. I'm barely scraping by. And my wife had a warehouse job. She quit it. We think she's dyslexic, so it wasn't working out. It was really stressing her out. So yeah, we just let that go. So yeah, between the two of us, I have a full-time waiter job making like $9, $10 an hour with $1,100 in rent to pay each month, but that's okay. I'm applying to business analyst jobs again. I was applying. I am all over the place on what I want to do. I was thinking, no, I'm going to do the serving thing. Frisch's isn't working out, so I was going to get a different serving job. Or I was going to, because I only work in the afternoons and evenings, I was like, okay, I can get two serving jobs. I can work in the morning somewhere and have two serving jobs. And then the morning serving job, it'll be like a more expensive, nicer place. like an upper scale restaurant breakfast place, and then once I have that, then I'll quit Frisch's and get an upper scale, you know, fancier dine-in place in the afternoons and evenings. And so I'll just like slowly step up. And I could do that, I think, if people. I mean, it's tricky with not working on Friday evenings and Saturdays because that's when they need you a lot of the time. Um, Dude's playing heavy metal over there. So that's uncertain. You know, I think it absolutely is possible to do it that way. But then I was thinking, man, I don't have the personality for a server. Like, how long would I try and be a server for? Like, is that what I want to do with my life for the next few years? Or, you know, if it's only a few years, then what after that? Is it going to be like 5 years and then I like own a couple of properties, theoretically, if that works out? And when I talk about buying properties, it's like buying something for dirt cheap, like a condemned house. Like you can't live in it, and refurbishing that, sweat equity. So cheap houses. But that seems like a gamble. That seems just like a lot of assumptions that it's just going to work out. And it definitely could. I assume it's just, do I really want to be a server? You know, is that what I'm trying to do? So I was like, you know what, no, I'm going to apply to like warehouse positions, a warehouse supervisor, and I'll get that job, then I'll like work my way up that chain, because a warehouse supervisor, they only make like between $40,000 and $60,000 a year. I was making a bit under $87,000 a year as a business analyst at this software company in the past. And so that is a huge step down. But that's okay because REI was it was rough. It was really rough. At least the place I was in, the business unit I was in. But you know, I thought that's okay. I had a phobia of going to be a business analyst again. That's why I wasn't applying for a business analyst role. I just had a huge phobia. I was like, you know what, I don't want like a desk job again. Even though certain aspects of it were enjoyable, the planning aspect, the strategic aspect, that was enjoyable, that was interesting. But the other things weren't great. So I had a phobia against business analyst jobs, and I was not trying to get another one. But I'm breaking down, you know, on that. I'm more willing to get a business analyst job as time goes on. You know, I know that it's just kind of like the one company thing. That was one bad experience. It's not all of them, but it was a really bad experience, and I didn't have like a mental breakdown, but it was yeah. When people talk about how jobs can affect your mental health, they take your ability to function away. So it was really bad there, and I didn't want to repeat that experience, those circumstances again. But it's just the one job. Yeah. So I'm applying to other business analyst jobs. I just had a call with some chick this morning about one, like 50 minutes north of me. I live in northern Kentucky, so that'll be a drive if I get it. Okay, that's the job thing. Enemy's here. Quit my last job doing couch flipping. That didn't work out. I'm a waiter now. I'm making like $9 an hour compared to the 42 I was an hour like 4 months ago. But that's okay. Life's an experience. As long as I can pay for everything. But yeah, long term, you know, this financial situation isn't tenable. I need something more stable. So I'll bite the bullet and get another VA job, I guess. Okay, that's a job situation. That's a relationship situation. My chickens are bigger. I got like between 40 and 50 chickens. Not all mine, only about 2/3 of those mine. We had 10 ducks. The owner of those ducks killed the 7 or culled the 7 male ducks. So they're meat. We got the 3 female ducks now, but yeah, ducks are dirty and noisy. I prefer chickens. But yeah, I'm gonna try and hatch chickens, and now we got like 30 eggs or 40 in the incubator, but the temperature dropped a bit, so half of them might be dead like a week ago. So we'll see if that works out, and then I'll sell some baby chicks. Yeah. That's it for now, I guess. There's a lot more I could say, a lot more details about marriage, couch flipping, being a waiter, being a BA at a stressful job. Maybe I'll get into those things later.